Hey everyone, it's me again, and this video is a long time coming. As always, I keep meaning to film, and then when I finally do film, I either end up hating the footage or I just sit on it and never do anything with it, and then by the time I'm ready to do something with it, it is far too late. So, you know, that's just me. I am not a good YouTuber. I actually have filmed some footage with my new, excuse the mess, I got a little top-down kind of swivel arm tripod thing for my phone to film top-down footage, and I filmed me filling out character sheets for my Camp Nano project, and I'm really excited. I did a voiceover, and now I'm just filming the intro. You know, filming the intro last makes a lot of sense. It is what it is. So this is kind of like my little what I'm writing for camp video, because I have yet to do that. I am going to be writing the first book in my Project Elf-Blood trilogy. Sorry, I'm stuck on the fact that all of my stuff ends up being trilogies. The first book of my Project Elf-Blood series of novellas, and I actually came up with a title. I think I say that in my voiceover, but if I do not, the title will be The Lost Lady, and it's not in the sense of like, yeah, we got, you know, a lost lady over here, she's super lost, she doesn't know where she is. It's more that Winifred, as the daughter of a viscount, unless I come up with a different term, because I'm not happy with any royal terminology, to be honest, but she's the daughter of a viscount, and so she is quite literally a lady, and her life is upended and turned upside down, and so the lost lady, you know, is very metaphorical and also very literal, so it's all I've got so far. It is not a final title. I might come up with something better. I hope I come up with something better. But yeah, so my goal for that is 30,000 words. Should be easy peasy. You know, we'll see. There's 30 days in April, so it's literally 1,000 words a day, which is usually my goal anyway. And so before I jump into the top-down footage, I figured I would explain a little. So for my writing journal, I am using a Happy Planner system. I have used a Happy Planner system, like as a planner. It was my very first planner back in the day, and I enjoyed it. I have since moved on. I'm now using like a Hobonichi, and I have used like almost everything in between since then, but I did like the Happy Planner system for the most part, and this video is very much inspired by Sarra Cannon over at Heart Breathings. She shows off her like Happy Planner system, like her disc-bound system for her writing journal a lot, and I'm gonna look like a copycat in this video. There is no getting around it, because I am the kind of learner who has to see the way someone else is doing something, do it exactly like them, and then after I see how that works, I can fine-tune it to be more personal for me. So I really liked her setup, so I went out and I just picked up like an old Happy Planner. This was like 2018 or something, I think, so that I could use the rings and dividers and stuff, and a deluxe cover that I got on Etsy that somebody was selling. And yeah, so like I said, I'm gonna look like a copycat. I don't need any comments, you know, down below saying like, hey, you stole Sarra Cannon's idea, and it's, yeah, I did. And I'm gonna link Sarra Cannon down below. I'm gonna link the video where I see how she outlines using like weekly Happy Planner pages, because that's what I'm trying to do at this point. I just love the way she outlines and keeps everything organized. It's very inspiring and motivating, and I have not yet found like my dream way of outlining. I am struggling. I do really very much like the 27 chapter outline method from Katie-tastic, so I do still do that one. Still do the Save the Cat, and now I'm doing this kind of columnized outline featuring the acts that I see Sarra Cannon doing. It is what it is. That's how I learn. That's how I discover what works for me and what doesn't. And I'm not ashamed. And I'm very defensive, but I swear I'm not ashamed. Yeah, it is actually, I do want to say before I finish this, it is Tuesday, March 30th, so I am really freaking pushing it with a prep video like a day before camp starts, because I won't get this uploaded until tomorrow most likely. So yeah, it is Tuesday, my birthday is actually on Thursday, April 1st, and I took off April 1st and April 2nd, have a 4-day weekend. I figure that'll give me a great start on Camp Nano. Plus, me and my boyfriend are probably going to look into bringing a new cat into the apartment now that, I feel like we've both kind of grieved and we're both ready for a new furry companion. So hopefully we can get a new cat, kind of quick, and I have a 4-day weekend to bond with it and get to know it, so I'm excited. So yeah, I'm going to definitely try to film on Thursday. I was going to try and do like a whole birthday live stream, where we do a bunch of sprints for camp, but I don't think that's going to happen because I just suck at streaming, and I moved my second monitor out to the living room for my gaming PC, so kind of, stuck without it, but yeah. So I'm just going to go right to the top-down footage. Like I said, this is just mostly me rambling while I fill out character sheets for my two main characters, Winifred and Trin. And I made these character sheets by taking inspiration from various character sheets that I see online, and I did make a Google Doc version of it, and I will try to remember to link it down below for anyone who just wants what I have titled a quick and easy character sheet. And yeah, so my outro is at the end of the top-down footage, and I don't know what else to say right now except I hope you enjoyed this video. Please bear with me, it's my first time filming something like this and showing off the inside of any of my notebooks. I'm usually very secretive about this stuff because my whole life writing has just been a solitary thing, something I do completely by myself, so I'm very awkward about it. But I hope you like this video, and I don't know, let me know what you think down below. Should I film more of these top-down videos? Top-down is the only way I can think to describe these videos, but should I film more? I don't know. So yeah, let me know what you think, and here's the footage. So here it is, my Happy Planner deluxe cover. And I'm going to be using these books that I recently got, by like a year ago, but I don't need them, but they're just really helpful for me personally. So this is my writing journal at the moment, and I have different tabs, but I'm not going to show them to you. This is just for elf blood, basically. So here's a little cover page that I made. That's Winifred and all of the stuff pertaining to her, and then down at the bottom is Trin and all the stuff pertaining to her. And I just love how it turned out. So this page comes from Sarra Cannon, or you might know her as Heart Breathings, and she has it for free on her Google Drive, and I just thought it might be really helpful for me. I did not fill out anything like the edits completed by or sent to beta, any of that. And, I have a goal of 30,000, which should be really, really easy. And now, because I have decided a title, I'm going to put the title in. I'm very excited to have a legit title instead of just calling it Elf Blood 1. Although Elf Blood will not remain the series title, but I have time to work on that. So yeah, the first book will be called The Lost Lady, and it is essentially Winifred's introduction. And so now, here are some character sheets that I made. I also wanted to show off my Save the Cat beat sheet for the first book for some reason. But I made these character sheets. I kind of just took inspiration from other character sheets that I'd seen all over the web. So, your basic information that I find important at least. All of that age, height, hair color crap. And then I always like to pick 4 positive traits and 4 negative traits. Even though, I know most people have more than 4. And then deepest desire, biggest fear, and a little space to put a brief history / background. So I'm going to start off with Winifred because she is the point of view character for this story. And I not much of a color coder, but I do have these pretty pens, so I'm going to use them. This pinkish raspberry-ish color is for Winifred, and the red will be for Trin. I normally don't share stuff like this, so it's really, it's really hard for me to be compiling this and to know that I'm going to freaking share it with everyone, because normally for me writing is such a personal thing, and I'm always so embarrassed, I guess, because
it's not that I think I'm a crappy writer. I just think everything before my finished product is crap. Like, I think I can get some good stuff done in the end, but I feel like everything leading up to the final draft, the pretty polished, ending, everything leading up to that is crap in my mind. So it's very hard for me to share this stuff, but it is what it is, and I'm just gonna do it. So Winifred is kind of, I guess, your stereotypical uh, female character in a fantasy universe. She doesn't want to get married. She doesn't want to play this politic game with her father. Her father is the Viscount, so she kind of has these expectations placed on her, but she really doesn't want it. She kind of just wants adventure and, I don't know, to go out and meet new people and see new things. And if she does fall in love, cool, but she's not like looking for love, if that makes sense. So, like I said, I don't need these like character trait thesauruses. I just like them. And like I knew I wanted Winifred to be like witty, so I looked up witty, and a lot of it really did kind of fit with how I was picturing Winifred in my head. So it's like I know, okay, this is a good trait. So it helps me to kind of validate and reaffirm what I think I already know about my characters. So I obviously, I skip ahead because I am already filming like a ton of useless stuff and will probably be cutting quite a bit. But yeah, so on to the negative trait thesaurus. I will say I probably need this one a little bit more than the positive one because, what was I gonna say? Sorry, I somehow accidentally filmed this in slow-mo because of my phone, but I was saying I need the negative trait thesaurus more because it's very difficult for me to, I guess, come up with realistic negative traits for my characters. I want my characters to be flawed and I want them to have negative traits, but it's just difficult for me because I have in my head this kind of set image of what this character looks like and what they act like, and there are a lot of negative traits that like can kind of toss a wrench in that and just mess up the whole thing. So I'm a lot more careful, I guess, when I'm choosing negative traits versus positive traits. And it could just be that, as the creator of these characters, I hold them more like in a positive light, and that it's just hard for me to pick flaws and bad traits because of that. So yeah, moving on to Trin. She has a much longer name, but she hates it. It's very... She comes from a country called Nyrene, and it's very Nyrenian, and she's kind of on the run, and that's all I'm going to say for the most part about her character right now. Besides the fact that the story opens and she and Winifred do already know each other, Trin is actually kind of almost employed by Winifred's father because he's very sick, and she is believed to be just kind of a smaller hedge mage, and so he kind of hires her to help him in his ailing health, to take care of him and provide him with like potions and poultices and anything that might help ease his sickness and his pain. So she's kind of a fixture at the castle, and her and Winifred know each other, but they aren't like close at the point of where the story opens. At the point where the story opens. Sorry, I am winging this. I didn't like write a script or anything. And it looks like we're stuck in slow-mo again, so that's pretty cool. So Trin is, so far, of the two, she's my favorite. I just really like this background I've given her, and I'm excited to tell her story. She will kind of be phase 2 of this series of novellas. Winifred is phase 1, Trin will be phase 2, and hopefully there will be a phase 3 featuring a different character who kind of is slowly introduced over the course of Winifred and Trin's stories. I'm not going to rush Winifred's story because I do like Winifred, and Winifred's story will feature the beginning of their romance, so that's very important to me too. But Trin is just cool, and her story and her arc is cool too. Before I get there, though, I do have to decide a series title, because when we get to Trin's phase, the title of Elf Blood will not make sense for Trin, and it will make even less sense for this third possible character I might do a phase for. At the moment, I'm thinking maybe Astraean Hearts, or Heart of Astraea, because Astraea is this realm that I've created. Also, I don't know if you noticed, I wrote her nickname in red, whereas I wrote Winifred's nickname in black, and it's really bothering me. I only wanted to do the color for the actual full name, and I didn't want to white it out because I hate whiteout. It never fully matches the paper, and it's just stupid, and I hate it. And I just wish I had been more careful and did not write Trin's nickname in red. And I know that seems like something very stupid to be bothered about, but I'm really freaking bothered, okay? Okay, so this was filmed like a different day. I finished writing the background for each Trin and Winifred. I don't know why I always want to start with Trin first, like she's the main character, but you know, it is what it is. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm actually taking a lot of inspiration from Sarra Cannon over at Heart Breathings. She has this little columned page in her free resources as well, and she uses it to kind of plot, and I'm just showing off the color coding. You know, I'm silly. I'm using just simple pink, yellow, and blue for my acts. And then Sarra Cannon also uses like weekly happy planner pages to do like Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, and I'm going to try that myself because I love outlining. I'm a very visual person, and her way of doing it just seemed super cool. So yeah, I'm taking a lot of inspiration from her. So basically, I'm just kind of going over my Save the Cat beat sheets, and I'm just going to be filling this out. And yeah, I have never really done something that like is in boxes. I've never really constrained myself to boxes, so I was a little intimidated, not going to lie, because I'm the type of person that, you know, mistakes can't be made. Like, there's no such thing as erasers or whiteout or, you know. I didn't mind so much scratching out, you know, anything on this page because this is supposed to be kind of the scrap paper, you know, brainstorming practice sheet. So I was just trying to not care so much. Because that's my biggest problem. I care way too much about not even perfectionism, because even while I think perfectionism can't be attained by, like, anyone, I feel like it really can't be attained by me. So I can't even say I strive for perfection or that I'm a perfectionist, because I don't even come close. But in my own little mind, I strive to be flawless and not make mistakes, and, you know, it has to be done right the first time, you know, no do-overs, we die like men kind of thing. And here we are, the finished product, and I hate showing it to you all like that, but I don't know, maybe I'll get over this kind of, not fear of showing my stuff on, like, to people, but I guess I would call it, like, just, I don't know, I guess fear, yeah, I'm scared of you guys seeing it and saying, God, this is stupid, or wow, this sounds dumb, I don't know. So yeah, I am going to now take these pages out and kind of spruce them up and decorate them a little bit and set up for, you know, doing my outline. I don't know why I flipped back like that, but yeah, so I'm pulling these out now. I don't have to decorate as heavily because I'm not hiding, like, the weekly pages, because I didn't use the weekly pages from this planner because they were really colorful and just not what I needed. I just needed, you know, plain space. So yeah, I'm going to do that. Ta-da! I hate what I did with, like, separating Act 2 like that, so please ignore that. But yeah, so I used this light purple color because Winifred's eyes are a light purple color, and as you can see in the sidebar I put Astraean hearts, but I don't like that. I think it's going to be Heart of Astraea instead, and I'm not going to fill these out on camera because I just don't have the time right now. I am still slowly working on that, and I'm just happy to have it done so I can kind of fill it out as I go, because as much as I am an outliner, I'm also the kind of person that outlines as I go. Like, I'll write a few chapters and then have to stop to outline and then write a few more and then stop to outline. So I just have this done and ready to kind of keep coming back to. And yeah, I'm excited, and I think 30,000 is a pretty easy goal to reach. And next will be compiling like a zero draft / detailed outline in this new notebook that I bought specifically for this project. So yeah, that is what I will be working on next. I will probably not do that on camera because I will be doing it at work for the most part. So yeah, that was it. And one last look at this cover page, just because I am very pleased with it. I think I'm never really good at coming up with like mood boards or aesthetics, but I really like this one. And yeah, that was it. I'm scared to share this, but also kind of excited to share it. Let me know what you thought, and yeah, I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching.